Today we're breaking down the Skechers Skx Floats. Let's go. What's good, everyone? Welcome back to the channel. Zach here. Tamsters Kicks. A super weird shoe in today, guys, but it's Skechers. Skechers joining the basketball game. We got the Skx Floats. So Joel Embiid been hooping in these. I've seen him for a bit. He signed a deal with Skechers. You got Julius Randle, who, yeah, he was hurt last year, but he's also in with Skechers. Terrence Mann is with Skechers. So I was like, hold up. I was like, we gotta check these out. So the Skechers Skx Floats, they're here. I mean, they retail at $140. They're interesting. So we're gonna break them down today. If you guys haven't seen a video from me going through traction, cushion, support, materials, fit, all that good basketball shoe stuff, I'll let you know what I think of the shoe. I got videos of me hooping in the shoe, all that stuff throughout. So leave a like, hit that subscribe button for your boy, and let's get into it. All right, here they are. Like I said, Terrence Mann, Joel Embiid, Julius Randle. There's also like a higher cut version, has a higher collar that I know Joel Embiid wears, but he wears this shoe as well, just kind of, I guess, lower top. It's definitely a mid-size, not like a Puma MB shoe, but honestly, I was pretty surprised after hooping in these. This is not what I felt like it was going to be, and there was actually some positives to the shoe, so I was kind of liking hooping in them. It's super weird. It's kind of heavy, but it feels good on the foot. It's weird, so we'll break it down. The traction pattern is basically brought to you by Goodyear tires. So they really want everyone to know that Goodyear is all over this outsole with this rubber pattern. Like, they got Goodyear like tags in the shoebox, they got it on the outsole, literally Goodyear, but like, it's actually fire. Like, I'm not gonna lie, like, the traction pattern felt really good side to side. They definitely engineered with their technology to like just make a solid like rubber pattern, and I was pretty surprised. I didn't think it was gonna be great, but it is. And like, I also am confused how it's gonna break down, because it doesn't seem like the grooves are gonna wear down very much. The rubber seems very nice, so over time, low-key, this could be a pretty fire traction pattern, and like squeakiness was there, the bite was there, basically no like dust collection, so kind of impressed with the traction pattern. The cushion, these feature a Hyperburst cushion midsole for high responsiveness. So Skechers Hyperburst technology, this is basically like a dual density setup we see in lots of other shoes. Puma loves to do stuff like this little dual density vibe. So Skechers kind of did the same thing, and again, like, I'm not even gonna cap, like, it felt good on the foot. Like, but despite the shoe being heavy, you could definitely feel the weight of the shoe, but the cushion felt nice, and you could feel the dual density. Its main purpose is like for like responsiveness, loading, like side to side and stuff, and adding these dual density setup to kind of help move and shift the shoe and your weight and blah blah blah, all that stuff. But I liked it. And like, they want to say like it's supposed to help with like weight and like keep the shoe down, but anyone that holds this shoe in hand, you can feel like 95% of the weight of this shoe is from right here. Like, this down, this is like nothing. This textile mesh material is literally nothing, but this is pretty bulky down here, so it's not like super bad, but you can definitely feel it. The materials feature a durable perforated mesh upper with a lace-up feel. So design and materials, it's supposed to be their swirl technology. It's giving like older Dame Lillard vibes with this kind of mesh textile stuff we got here. It goes throughout the toe. You have a little bit more on this toe cap for a little more durability. I wasn't like a super big fan of the materials, especially on this like medial wrap, like this fake new, but like, it looks, I'm sorry, I think it looks ugly with that. I did not appreciate that on there, but the tongue construction was nice. Not very much to it. The foam was, or not the foam, like the aerated, perforated mesh here felt good, and then the softness of the tongue kind of complemented it. So honestly, like, nothing in the heel part. I was kind of surprised with that. It is a little more durable at like this base with these two kind of harder plates here, and then with that weird looking medial buck wrap here, but not too much there, so a little disappointed there. I thought there'd be more, honestly, but materials are just kind of interesting. The fit, I went true to size. I would definitely still recommend a true to size fit. I was very curious to see how Skechers fit, and I would kind of say they fit more like a, kind of like Chinese basketball shoes. Like, I know Anta, like stuff like that, I feel like they fit similar to that. I feel like they're definitely not as narrow as a Nike. A little bit kind of like an Adidas, so if you want like kind of a size comparison, but I feel like they're not as wide as an Adidas, so I would go true to size if you're trying to cop these. True to size is what I went, and they felt pretty good. So for the support, there is that other model I mentioned. It's the same thing, it's just a higher cut on the collar. It retails at $150, so for $10 more, you get a little more support. I don't know. It kind of just screams like big man shoe, like Nikola Jokic's new shoe, like Nike Hyperdunk stuff. They did a little bit more of a low cut for stuff like players like want a little more low cut. Joel Embiid even wears this one. So support wise, I am definitely not blown away at all. It felt like one of the most basic support systems I've ever felt. I mean, there's nothing really here. This is like nothing. Even like Sabrina 2s, like you can feel a little bit more rigidity to it. So something kind of weird over time. I don't know how this is gonna feel. It's basically nothing here. Everything is down in this part. So interesting if you really care about support. I would just like a little bit more rigidity and a little more support in this back heel area. All right, traction and the cushion, I'm giving it like a good to great. Like I was honestly very surprised on foot. It's one of those where you put your foot and you're like, okay, how's it gonna be? And you're like, oh wait, like I actually enjoy this shoe. Like it feels good. And the cushion felt good. The traction had good bite moving side to side. So I was impressed, and I just want to see how it breaks down over time to kind of move it into that great like kind of level, but good to great on that. Material is definitely mid. I did not care for this textile upper. I hate, honestly, I don't like this medial part. Toe cap is fine, I guess. I don't know. The main winners are the traction and the cushion. Like even to have this little part here coming up, like they got it. They nailed it with the traction and the cushion. But the rest is kind of Fit it's good. Like it's a good fitting basketball shoe. I didn't have any problems with it. And then moving down to the support, also mid. Not a fan of the support on these. No, just nothing to it. Like the tongue is fine. Like it's breathable, I guess. Kind of add a little bit more midfoot support. But this back heel, I didn't care for it. So overall, it's like a mid shoe, but with like good aspects with the traction and the cushion. If you take this and put it on something else, like I would be very impressed. I thought Goodyear did a great job, and I like the Skechers dual density setup. So overall, I think it's a little bit more than I thought it was gonna be. So my expectations were like super low, and they surpassed them just a little bit. So anyways, if you guys someone else copped this shoe, let me know what you think about it. But the Skechers Skx, Skechers hopping in the basketball game. But yeah, let me know what you thought. See you guys on the next one.